Ravens at the Bengals. When we last saw these two teams meet in the playoffs, they were in a position where the Ravens could almost win the game. Remember that? The dive over the top, the ball pops out, the long return the other way, and that changed everything. This time, Lamar Jackson is playing, and that could be all the difference in the world. But the Bengals are reeling from what happened in week one. They are feeling some desperation. It's a 2-game swing against a division rival. You don't want to lose to the Ravens at home because you got to go play there later. 3.5-point favorites are the Bengals, despite only scoring 3 total points last week in Cleveland. 46.5 over/under. Do the Bengals even their record at 1-1, Chris?
This is scary. I mean, this could go either way. That's the way I look at it. You know, again, the Bengals looked like a team that hadn't practiced or played all that lot. They looked like they had a quarterback who missed training camp and came back, 10, 12 days before the first game. That's what they looked like. Now, where it's a little different is the O-line for the Cincinnati Bengals. They did not play good last week. And, of course, that Browns D-line is good. But this Ravens D-line, they're good, but not to the level of the Browns. They don't have a Zadarius Smith or a Myles Garrett coming off the edge. And, in fact, they don't even have a Dalvin Tomlinson in the middle either. So the Browns have a little bit more high-end ability there as far as rushing the passer, right? The Ravens got a little more size, and they got some guys where we go, ooh, I think they might be able to do something. Maybe they'll turn the corner like Odafe Way and David Ojabo and some of those guys. That's what I'm interested to see there too. But Cincinnati, too, the thing that bothers me, on the offensive side of the ball, and I've been saying this for years, they're very simple. They are. Now, where they're really good as the year goes on, they start to break teams down the right way, and they start to go, ooh, when they play this, when we're in this formation, they play this, and they dial up the right play. Even though it might be simple, it's the right play to kind of expose that scheme, and that's where they're good. But it's week 2. How much inventory do you have, right? And how good and how much better have you gotten in these last 5-6 days as compared to week 1? Now, the Ravens on offense, a little bit of those same issues, let alone they got some offensive line injuries that are concerning, I think, to say nonetheless, right? But I still think I look at them and I go, man, if they just run the ball, they'll be fine. Don't get obsessed with Todd Monken and, we got to justify Lamar's passing game. Run the ball with Lamar. The passing game will open up, and you'll have your chances there. That's how I kind of look at it. I'm going upset here again, Mike. I am. I'm going to go 24-23 Ravens, pull off the upset on the road. I don't trust the Bengals offense quite yet. And I've seen them start slow 3 years in a row. And I think Baltimore will be highly motivated by that playoff loss. And I think they're going to go on the road and pull this one off.
I think the fact that the Bengals look so bad on Sunday against the Browns will give them even more reason to buckle down, get their ducks in a row, get Joe Burrow right. He got the haircut and he got rid of the headband. That has to count for something, right? There has to be an analytics factor out there somewhere that we can rely on, that the haircut factor makes a difference for Burrow. But they need this one. They cannot afford to fall to 0-2 against the Baltimore Ravens in this wide-open chase for the AFC North crown. And Burrow, he takes on a higher level in the postseason, and maybe this is just one of those games where he convinces himself it is the postseason. They have to have this one. I got 28-24. The barely covering by a half point. I just feel like they're going to find a way at home. They understand that the Ravens are going to be coming at them. It's an opportunity for the Ravens to kind of put an early dagger. This is still a long way to go, obviously, but you win this game on the road, and you're sitting pretty in the AFC North. But that offense for the Ravens seemed to be so sluggish to me last week.
It was, yeah.
Every time I looked up, it's like, what's really going on there? And it's still a work in progress, and they don't have J.K. Dobbins. They've got some injuries on the offensive line. I give the Bengals the edge, but this one is definitely not going to be in the best bet category for me.
Yo, thanks for watching, homies. I appreciate it as always. The NFL season is right around the corner, so now it's your turn to hit subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. If you want to get all the training camp battles, preseason film review, playoff predictions, and much, much more, you know where to find it. It's right here, Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Please subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, homies. See you soon.